So this is a demo of how to arrange a pre-filter on your pond filter. So I tried putting a big sponge over the intake of my water pump, and it worked about a week, and then it clogged up. And I had to make that, I had to carve a section out of the sponge so it would fit over the intake of the pump. And then I had to tie it on to secure it. And without that, it would clog normally in a couple of days. With the sponge, it worked maybe a week or so, which was a big improvement, but it was a pain to take off the strings, clean the sponge out, put it back on. I really wasn't satisfied with that. So I came up with a different solution to the problem. The solution, I'm going to show you the water flow out of my pump, and that's after using this solution for 1 week. So you can see the water flow. It's not a very powerful pond pump, but it's not intended to be super powerful, but you don't want that getting clogged up and slowing down. So what happens is when you put the pump down on the bottom of the pond, at the bottom of the pond you've got mud, you've got leaves and debris, and that goes over the grid of the pump intake and clogs it up. So the question is how to design a pre-filter that would allow the water to come from the top, go down, and isolate the pump from the mud and gook at the bottom so that the intake on the pump wouldn't get clogged so quickly. So I tried to think of all different designs, and this is what I ended with. Essentially a flower pot. And after a week, you can see that the intake has a lot of gunk on it, but not so much that we still had a decent water flow. And with this system, to clean it off, I can just do this. It takes me maybe a minute or so, and I'm done. I can stick it back in. I don't have to worry about replacing the sponge, cleaning the sponge. You can see that's pretty much clean now. And then if I need to clean this filter, I just dump it. It's clean. Stick it back in the pot and let the pot sink to the bottom. Yeah. And you want a black pot so that it doesn't stand out within the pond, like you don't really see it. Now if I go back and check the water flow, you'll see, it's really not all that much different, showing that even that amount of gunk that was present on the intake of the filter wasn't that bad, and it wasn't restricting the water flow that bad. So yeah, just put your pump inside of a flower pot, a black one, and then just drop it to the bottom of the pond and you're set.